Yamamuna Jo Emma about Taabea TV, so live on Facebook, live on YouTube. Obel subscribe to YouTube channel no na wa share na onia enya bi ahwe afi Facebook no so no obel like we are no share na obi enya bi ahwe nkomo be miensa na ena nwumre hia o dialogue dwede so a ye ba be ka ho asem na wonso so onya bi ehu ne ekoso ewo ye man mu ne din kan no eye the judgment aba between Ken Japan and Anas Aramia Anas in himself 2018 and Anas Ede Ken Japan court so good animasi or good hufin Nina Efa who watches the watchman no I know so a counter Ken Japan the buy with respect to number 12 na any Amakosian Etifino judgment no buy no judge no say Anas or engage in a investigative terrorism and SMP and judgment no at the able beer a channel being afa hon ebinum so bisasa nyimbia sa judgmenti and no any Anas ewi ya na akonya be no wo so betima redeem no ho through the apex court and also yebehwe na yedi ehon komo afi yewi abeko parliament yenim say America one vice president Kamala Harris Ghana what the 1 week asiwo to Africa na akoka bibi ama Ghana for bufu speaker of parliament atoto bi amane no ni nyina fa LGBTQI+ no ho na speaker so wap Ghana for nyina no ba se sa bill no ombe pass ani nyina no ebehwe na yedi ho nkomo anyim bia Ghana benya kokodru a pass LGBTQI+ bill no ana wontumi o pass so a what are the possible implications abeba or minus so ni nyina na ebehwe na de nkomo and then finally ebeko kumawu isan say one member of parliament honorable Philip Atabasoa na otwemu and unfortunately eba so no so akanchi na guo yebetimi aye by election and I betwen kosi say beto about next year saying na mrano ka efa ho lawyer be boy na edi sankomo nti sane ma me sentitu and na enwumre yesin konwa ewo dialogue mo de so ewo Taabea TV Facebook YouTube yebehwe na yedi ehon kombo my guest lawyer Kwame Adolfo of Holy Trinity Chambers mimdin the Kwabena Martin Ado emphasis that ema Taabea herbal products and a beauty 360 omo and also yasna dwumade yede brewo mi twa me ho aba lawyer ya krado mi gidi sa wonso wa ya krado say obehwe ye na do adwenche aba mi twa me ho ba yebehwe common ase obeta Taabea takum wedi emema yedro no eme nya ahoden ene ahoden ye eye memedro enu ti na banma bi ahia bi no eye memedro ma wona wodi mfie edu wotwe ereko etufo ene atofo ene obi opedidu etu aton bia enko chemical shops pharmaceuticals ene herbal shops anase freyen e 0243 686861 ana 0245749206 FD ajisa etodi nkato yato kai se Taabea takum de bema bia ye takum Yebesa ama munyina kwaba afi ye shegmedi na sia ema lawyer akwaba lawyer mame mo ajo yenua avisha panso afisi ni atia etiasi afin kometu yen sasa nekano ai afin kometu yen abiso mo official ida se panso ida se menim de so far ne meti sen wadaroba oh good so far so good eja enya hu 2023 de economy na in chance but okay Tania you know will be happy at least once you have life then there's hope okay bibia editor na kwans okay straight away you rem Anas Aramia Anas the MP for Asin Central Ken Japan court ni nyina fa number 12 ehonsensem no bi ena Ken Japan so koyi who watches the watchman enumu ena Anas kire oguni hu fin into the court since 2018 omatwe afi de ruling enya aba ruling no me nim de saying na wo si fa no as a lawyer ruling e buy no Anas the Kennedy at Japan court so we go ni masi na oko court a so okoya no no wadi bemo ye wo
action be be taken. Your home maybe different elements.
Okay.
I so to me make when to me meet this element now. It doesn't matter did I hear about it. You cannot win.
Okay.
Sakesi. A koya or anas de court and I'm say anas very well winning case. Because you can say obi egu ho ni mase I find defamation. There were 3 elements.
Okay.
I so to me meet.
Okay.
1. So na kona wo de court no. What me prove say waka bibi. Publication. Okay. Waka bibi. Okay. Online, TV, radio, and now wakasa chere a third party, a person other than yourself. And you will say, me jina wanim na me kasam chere wonko a wudi shoe me.
Okay.
Nemo me ko ka chere wonu e bi say oh we say good anymore see. And no wobet me shoe.
Okay.
It's first. So your publication.
Okay.
Publication say publishing something online, radio, TV, and a publication. And it must be about the person, you. And you are okay, you know. And so I say, you publish it, say you way.
Afame
home. Now a good many must see. The third element is say a containing defamatory matter. A dear good penny must see. The 3 elements. So why are me and saying you cannot win? So what them can I say?
Okay.
And 1, as so be a publishing BB. FAO. Na identify.
Okay.
Say me kwabna. Ana in cancer. Ana me kwame adofo. What publishing way about me?
Okay.
And a good many must see. So what I say?
Okay.
When you start reading, I want to me winning. The most important is say identify the person.
The person.
You can't defame a name. You can defame a person.
Nanya person also ne kita name no.
Oh, obi oha. Okra 2-3 names. So
okay.
So how do you let's say Jerry Rollins. Or call the baby. But because of JJ, what you say. JJ.
Okay.
Jerry Rollins. Is the name back. Another name. Is the name back. But at the end of the day, what I said, Sadine I am me. Me, I am the person.
Okay.
It's a men of work woman must see.
Dino.
So what I say? So you don't defame a name, but you defame the person.
Okay.
So what I say? And it's no be every year. No, efforts will be called law school. No, we are. No, say we are. Made the Emmanuel Duncan near Advertino.
Okay.
A chain what Cheney was I'm no longer called Emmanuel Duncan. I'm now called Kwame Adolfo.
Okay.
So that's it. And so because the name is not the person who was admitted.
Okay.
Is the person that was admitted.
Okay.
Into which much in Taabea. And the person will still be recognized in our books. Okay. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. They say your family Kwame Adolfo. Or tell me to say I'm sick of Kwame Adolfo.
What's the son?
Your family are Mensa.
Okay.
So the name is not what was admitted. It's the person that was admitted.
Kwame Adolfo.
Let me change me in Taabea. So
what they know there and shut here.
No.
Name Unipeduano.
Who Unipeduano?
Okay.
It's who Unipeduano and I wait my samai.
Okay.
And then also be good when you must here. Or before phone to me samai mao.
This a why.
Defamation is not like land. A man from who lawyers be able to tina as a land. No be ASU be no, you can't do that. The person himself has to sue.
Okay.
And two things I say what go me papa ni wasi. No. And a person, once a person dies, you can't defame him.
Okay.
Because the name exists, but the person is dead.
It doesn't exist.
You can't substitute a dead person in defamation law. Most lawyers won't tell you because they do it as part of tort.
Okay.
But you see, I did it as a single subject. So, called media law.
Okay.
So you go into detail. Not as a simple thought.
The surface, no.
So what I say?
Okay.
1. Let's come back to this. Anas went to court. Said, "Oh, sue." Canada Japan. Yeah. The first element is say, 1. Kennedy publishing Bibiana. Answer yes.
Yeah, or publish it.
Or publish it.
Who watches the watchman?
That's right. The second one is identify the person. You ask yourself, who is Anas? I don't know Anas. I only know the name. I only know the name Anas.
But who name Anas?
I don't know the person. I know the name Anas. All of us in this room know the name, but we don't know the person.
Okay.
The photo that Kennedy brought wasn't your one.
Okay.
So if the photo is not you are, on what basis are you going to court? What is the mechanism?
Okay.
But what I say, it's about me, and this is me. I'll hold a newspaper like this and say, this is Kwame Adofo. They are publishing this in the newspaper. They identify me, Kwame Adofo, and it contains A, B, C, D. Then I have met the elements.
Okay.
So what I say? Then I call witnesses and say, oh, you're T, oh, Kwame Adofo enim ni die, ese no tie.
Okay.
Egu enim ase. So what I say? Onye obi a say you are my magu enim ase pa.
Okay.
Na oyobi a ordinarily no, you hold in a very high esteem. But you tie no, if you say no, say Kwame Adofo to me ye say dia. Gu ase no, e photo. So oh dey make am.
Okay.
Na wo want me anko, wo kra so sa ma obi power of attorney. Obi to me so So how are you going to win?
No, intimate say in defamatory case, Obi intimi sue on behalf of Obi there. Then on what grounds and a court no in the first place or mutimi admit case no
when you file your case, the court will allow you the registry. When this one then was what take process. No makosevo.
Okay.
It's a good time by ABD assembly. And they who say whether your case was a hopeless case from the start,
okay,
or was meritorious.
Okay.
So what does it?
Okay.
Now, also their case in court, also their NAS. Nobody knows a NAS.
Yeah.
Me up to now, minimum NAS who he is. Yes. So the average reasonable reader, that is the key word, key phrase. Average reasonable reader or person who watched it, would they lower the estimation of Anas? If the answer is yes, the question is who is the Anas? We don't know him.
They only know the name.
And the law says you can't just defame a name, you can defame a person.
Wow.
So what's the mechanism?
Okay.
So from the start I wrote on my Facebook wall and stuff and said this case is dead because nobody knows Anas. So what I say? So unless you can say, oh, somebody like Kennedy, everybody knows him.
Yeah.
So if Kennedy had the situation had reversed, and a Kennedy call say what good anymore? Obi
Kennedy.
So what I say? Yeah. But Obi anymore. Photo I deba was in your what? So I also watch it. We are him. How are you going to win? What did I say? You see the elements of most lawyers here to be carry on cases without actually checking the elements.
Okay.
If you check the element it doesn't fit, you will not win.
You will not win.
One, there must be publication that identifies you and it must contain the defamatory matter. Okay. 3 things.
Yeah.
So if you get the two, but you lose on identification element, you cannot win. Even if the judge had awarded in his behalf, I would have said this decision is flawed.
Okay.
Because the elements are there. 3 things.
Wow.
So what I say?
Yeah.
To me, cases be saying no. Me na me a nice lawyer can be with him time.
Okay. Based on your working, that means from the start of the case, Nana's ni case because he could not identify with the person ya defamation and judge about the case people believe say and some court and a judge it's no cry good and as who fee even more than the ken like a and the judge describes Anas as an investigative terrorist. Can judges go to this extent?
Absolutely.
And declare somebody an investigative terrorist, a renowned investigative journalist, Waji Awards globally, locally. On what authority does judges have, and as judges make such pronouncements in their judgments?
So what do you say, Kokota? A funny affair, Edomasem Kokota. When you did you judge, you say, or hen one chain agony. Into a re a funny affair, every hour to which an agony. A can't, the agony children. You call court no. Judge in a share, assembling in an or children agony.
Okay.
The agony children, and in delivering the judgment, or can't say what he is doing is not journalism. It's actually investigating terrorism or whatever you call it. So what does he? Express Ben or usually.
And was it a investigative terrorism?
Thank you. So that is the judge's opinion. But you see, and I saw somebody writing a similar opinion on this. Was that the main reason for his decision? That's the key. If that is the main reason for his decision, then it's appealable.
Okay.
What's here? You have say, as someone or did Tiawan, do did you know?
I did it here.
And they say, also the oil and a year, journalism, a year, investigating terrorism. What I say? Sana na jina so bia with my appeal. Name no, you will be a friend by the way comments. By the way comments. By the way, the oil no crano. And your journalism now,
okay.
Sorry, and even obita ditano. And by the way, the oil no crano journalism now, because journalists in a kwani a faso. Oh, that's it. Name no any event where you don't meet the requirements. You are sending in so. Oh, bit maka say what's happening in so, but all because we need so bit maka by the way comments.
Okay.
And no, and ya appealable. Name the original so. And the judge the original so. E decide and no they appealable.
Okay.
In
this case, no, per the ruling nearby, no, judge no dey pan original so. The money ruling, was it based on the human anas and now based on the capacity to sue?
Yeah, you see, normally judge no anas court. Wa ngo kana juma wo ye ho asemo.
Okay.
Okay, we see obi aguda ni mase.
Okay.
Na wa publish
as bibia fa na
ho. Na the divine and a containing a good hoofy. And your element no, that's about missing. You don't get it. But in making this, what you may pass on one opinion about what for you do man.
Ain't pay the wakano. Nay, or no any opinion, and I
no, not opinion. And by describing somebody say investigative terrorism. Okay. It doesn't form the main reason for the decision. What did I say? The main reason for the decision is one, from the start, I knew the problem that the case had problems in a sense. How can you go and sue in a personal defamatory matter by giving a power of attorney to somebody? How you can authorize somebody to go and sue on your behalf? In land, yes, okay. In other cases, but you see, defamation is personal, an action in persona about you, the person.
Okay.
And you say, how do you feel about this publication? Or say, and I say a good hoofing, and I say, oh, because me a good hoofing. I don't know what to make an say. And I say a good hoofing, a different from say me
see good hoofing,
me see good hoofing. So, meanwhile, we don't even know who Anas is. He's created a phantom person. We just know the name Anas.
The name, the personality.
Thank you. So how were you going to win? You can't.
What is the future of Anas? Say Anas, and I mean, say, be pursue case here. It is definitely appeals court.
Yes.
in the future to saying the future of this case.
Or right to appeal. My cases, baby, people appeal not because they believe they will win.
Okay.
But they will appeal it just for the public to say, oh, why appeal?
Why appeal?
So that's it. Now, in time, Namafokra will forget about the appeal.
Okay.
Oh, why appeal? My cases, baby, also why appeal. Yeah, until you could see it. So what's the make it?
Wow.
It's the same. They also very happy. When you happy, me say, I grown the day any form. It is also very happy when you happy me. Now me can say, how can you win without being able to point that this is about me? It's not about the name Anasu.
Okay.
It's about me.
Person Anasu.
Thank you. Meanwhile, you yourself you're hiding. How can anybody see this is about you?
I'm from so question. Judge no.
Yes.
Say or a appeals court judge.
Yes.
Any man baby D.
Yes.
A same high court.
Yes.
On what grounds?
The law allows that. You see, I'm going to say superior court judges from high court, court of appeal, supreme court. But supreme court bit my bar, court of appeal abediasem. With my bar, high court abediasem. The same way high court bit court of appeal with my high court abediasem. With my standing steps no abediasem.
Okay.
But who to me cosro? I don't know what to the
mechanism. Into way high court judge, they won't mean court of appeals court.
No. And I will court of appeal to me supreme court in Kudiasem.
Okay.
But to be also supreme court to me
Sane.
Ababe diasem.
Okay.
So what I say?
Okay.
It depends on the complexity of the matter. So what I say?
Okay.
And judges, they are human beings. Deliver judgment they are wrong. We are allowed to criticize the judgment. It is citizens who have read the judgment can criticize the judgment and say this one the judge got it wrong. So what I say? Okay. So if you are somebody who believes that the judge got it wrong, you are entitled to criticize it. Woodman can say I've read this and I disagree with the judge. He's wrong on this, and that's fine. And you're contempt.
There is this other aspect and for NTSC, and one of the allegations and they say Anas claim say Kenya Japan accusing say wakum the former MP for I think it's one of the constituencies Eastern region JB Dankwa and judge say the judgment of my people were not happy at all because Kenya Japan actually must say Anas muma accusing so no so kum swally and then apart from that judge so say omo ye do masem in connection with the murder of JB Dankwa Anas nka Inti se onka ho did mean say straight away defame Anas because
and I make I say Anas no only why. That is the problem with the case. Anas only why. The name cannot sue. It's the person that can sue. So you cannot go and say Anas is suing you. Somebody will say there's no such person as Anas. So Kwame Adofo, I will come boldly and say I'm Kwame Adofo. I was born XYZ. I've grown. I've gone to school. My people see me in this high repute. You publish this against me, and it's defamatory of me.
Okay.
So that's it.
Yeah.
But if you are not bold enough to go to court and say I'm Anas, and you are hiding, somebody who is already hiding, what reputation do you have?
Aside from the hiding aspect.
Yes.
The seminar court no kind no is it admissible say because nipa no and some almost stand trial or court no anas nka ho so that claim no cannot be taken seriously.
No. I'm not sure if that's exactly what the judge said.
Yes, that is what
sometimes
the judge
it's
said.
Better we get the exact wording of what the judge said.
What Shrim say ye defame by defame in personality and only personalities in bit court on defamation. What about companies? There was companies they say we know them by the name. So are companies able to sue for defamation?
Yes.
How?
Because in law, no, your persons it include registered entities.
Okay.
Right? Maybe to say a company, for example, has an independent legal personality. Meaning that in law, a person.
Okay.
But there's a difference between a company and a person in law, in the sense that you become a natural person.
Okay.
But that company, by virtue of being registered, it's also considered in law as a person. And the company which may sue for defamation. Good company be anyone here. It may sue for defamation. But that is not to say that directors can sue, because the company can sue using as a professional yados. Company may sue, but through its directors, and on be used to company sue.
But directors not for Mudi.
Old director no, because it's not about you.
Okay.
The company is different from you.
Okay.
And even though company bit mess you know, if Taabea API, for example, Canada, Japan, so a small kind of if a Taabea API, Taabea API bit mess you.
Okay.
But because so boy nasi didn't, let's say a nasi issue.
In issue.
So what did the American say?
Okay.
And a nasi to sue no so so Timika say this is about me. But the average reasonable listener, or the average reasonable reader, or the average reasonable viewer doesn't know Anas, the person.
Okay.
They know only the name.
Okay.
So that was itself a problem from the start.
And will you say Kenya Japan was giving proper legal advice per way any kind of person in near man?
Of course. See, law is like dummy. Who press it first to press who give a copy.
Okay.
And so we try to charity. And he did well. The legal team did very well.
Wow.
Because I know said they raised the issue whether you can give power of attorney to somebody to sue.
Okay.
In a personal action. So this is an interesting, and I heard somebody making a commentary say law students are kind. I think they should read it.
Judgment, no?
Yes.
Wow. Judgment, no. Ama Anas a Jumba Baby Anna.
No.
They pay near can.
No.
I think.
So judge said the modus operandi I don't know. Then once was an annoying Juma. But they say so-called phantom and not national has now been decimated. In a sense, why would you even want to hide your face if you think what you are doing is correct? Right. You should come out boldly and say, "Me na be a national. I'm doing my investigation work."
Okay.
And you can still do it. So nobody knows who Anas is.
Okay.
Photo about it was in your so la about Katawanim.
Lawyer, if somebody is engaging in investigative terrorism, that's
a good question. Judge, I'm making such a comment. I think Attorney General should be interested. How can we live in a society where somebody is terrorizing people? There were criminal implications.
Okay.
Because the moment the judge finds, say you are terrorizing citizens, that in itself is a ground for the Attorney General to be interested.
Okay.
To investigate the work of Anas, whether it amount to causing fear and panic in the citizens. And we are entitled to be protected.
Okay.
This is a judge not making that finding. So he's in what he's doing, his conduct is
investigating terrorism.
Then the Attorney General should prepare a docket to find a way to charge Anas for the work that he's doing. Because once a judge makes that formation, it's very, very, very serious stuff. So what did I make an answer?
Yeah.
Investigative terrorism. Terrorism is causing fear.
Judge, correctly say Anas can cause an overthrow of a president.
There you go.
Based on the Jumana oil.
This is how they are. Then the Attorney General must be interested. But we are not in a serious country. Ghana is not a serious country. People get away with anything. If you are rich and connected and powerful, that's it. This is not a serious country. Any serious country, and emergency will not happen.
Well, the number 12 cry. Any judges not the end. Or more victim to Anas principle. No? betimi take on a nurse based on ruling ya court diaba court ana.
That's very interesting. May sure say people will fall victim to what a nurse has done. If a court has found that the method was wrong and are wrongful, that should be a ground for them to be able to sue a nurse. So what did they say? Say judge and yaka say tactics or use man for life aye basa aye wrong and ye papa. Some victims see as ultimately action is you a nurse. But then I go back. The question is, who is a nurse? Who are you going to sue? Who can who know him for?
Oh, okay.
Anka who KB in cancer nurse who number who ye idea. Bini maybe a war. So by a nurse and war. And this is what I'm saying. And I've heard people making commentary. Protection of the man was way too much. He was getting away with so many things. And I think the time has come for us to see it as it is. And make sure that protection is never given to anybody anymore. Now, if you are moving, how?
But even in the court,
and proper.
Okay.
And I don't see why he should be covering his face. If you think what you are doing is noble and just, why do you need to cover your face?
Wow.
So what did the American say? I don't see why. But because Sabia or Nufi said there were too many people looking after him until they no Sadia, that's another story.
Except for personal security.
Personal security, you know, personal security. So they say, but if you are going about doing all these things and you are covering your face, the question is why? Why are you covering your face? If you know you've done nothing wrong. There are so many other journalists who are here walking around without covering their faces. So what is so special about you? And even is so special
because it goes deeper. And the oil also no people many.
So because it deeper is the question of relative.
Okay.
Somebody's deeper is somebody's shallow. So what does it?
Yeah.
The glass is half full. Somebody will say no, it's half empty.
Okay.
So I don't. Oh, it's a relative way.
The person can say or no based on the oil and I say penny oil no. Uremu na and Crawford or ye Jumana farm hono. Some of them are people of high profile personalities.
Are they not human beings? So because of that, in Utitu badly, yours should be discounted because you are not high profile.
No, they be say or Katan and Nima in the Juman who has American.
In public everywhere, or Katan him. So I don't know who announces.
Okay.
So that's it. Is it if I want to sue Anas, where is Anas? Who knows him?
Into Oma finance and I say by the Jumano, Ama Omo, ye Omodi, Yachibia Tumu, and
I think they should consider filing a civil action against Anas. Because if a court has found that the process and the tactics was wrongful there, then everything that followed is wrongful.
But this is the case.
And your friend said you can't put something on nothing and expect it to stand.
Okay.
Say we procedure we are wrongful. Yeah, everything that came out of your procedure should be wrongful.
But this is the case.
Sure, so they can also bring action against.
This is the case, and so we don't know the person and us.
No, okay. I don't know. But if you say if a judge has found say tactics in your wrongful there, then whatever resulted from your tactics is also wrongful.
Okay.
So what did the mechanism?
Yeah. Okay. I was for my yemfa we no NC na enkoma idea fa na so e ka se idea kira anhwa ade be say enunti my influence na fa asedama Taabea herbal products omudi no akodo abegya so Mr. Wa we mu timbe na atwena untimi nkodua so ntimi nyo ho yi no wo hia Taabea herbal capsules be number akopɛ every week ada onko aduma na ada wo fie no na etimi ahohoro mu ayifi bi wo mu no ama won so ho etimi sane won afi won so wa yemre na wa ho de kofom kakra bia na yare abo kakra bia na wa ebohu waduro no Taabea zanike wo num bia wa be hunu sampa ye ho aduma ama ho de na baso immune booster notify odro na ta num bi onumu a wo be ko ababra ho nam emu dwe on ta yare basa basa bia ama busuano ho ebe din afi won so malaria ne odi asie wo ho kire wo wonum oto wontimi ne di fever etetew edro ne ba kope Taabea herbal mixture ino kwan ya Taabea fa so na dwuma ukọ ne factory na akọ he mfidi egu ho scientific process awde han ene no bra no famu a wa ba yeto nsampa edro no ewuro ni padua ma ba ye dwuma eye dwuma so ama wotum nsampa aye ho adwuma afọ de takum so aba emma ne mema nyina dia eboa mampa gudie ekọ nkan pa nti be ma ho de ekọ fam mpam wodru Taabea takum udibi na we nso dibi oba nso atenkan ni ho ekọ fam a Taabea takum eye ani ewo no de aye eno de han ni nubra afra side effect bi anim udibi a eboa emampam gudie ekọ nkan emma wenum ena yeso asena dwuma de de bra o metwa me ho aba na ye wura parliament LGBTQI+.
And now, my dear listeners, before I sign out, I would like to introduce to you Taabea Herbal Mixture, a great and effective herbal medicine for malaria, loss of appetite, and general body pains. Taabea, a fact I can personally attest to.
Taabea Herbal Mixture. Ansa na wobenom Taabea Herbal Mixture. Shisho moja muhunu se wenye chidi yari nubi ansa. FDA sheshe sa ejadi nkrato yi mu agye atom se eye.
Even say amamo akwaba afi ma yento asoloya sa issue ba ya che ye no di kan di honkom bebre dem me bi sa no say, do you still stand by your earlier comments say Ghana mrashebujwa into me pass LGBTQI+ no what else you ginem and as they say what's the same.
Absolutely.
What's the same?
You better pass it. Me say time I did build no buy. Now there was no financial crisis in Ghana. There was no financial crisis. Sometimes the crime can't me pass it. Now if I have a crisis, more I am a copisca. Okay, no passes are big way. Yeah, what if you say the benefit of reasonable foreseeability? Maybe to me, this bill can never be passed. In a sense, was it LGBTQ?
Yeah,
who criminalize it? And yet possible.
That ain't possible.
Obini, bear money or bear much, them no koyo Maria. How do you criminalize it? It's already happening in the secret. Are you saying it's not there? But say, maybe what secondary school got no good mercy. It was there. Who called secondary school? Be sure say one who be crowd here. It's always been here. How do you criminalize something that is part of us? And not possible.
But this is the case. It is being pushed in the throat of the
yeah. What are we pushing?
The external pressure. Because
external pressure is
from say a human right, and people have the right to do whatever they want to do with their lives.
You see, Mummy, I must ask a question, and I've been asking myself this question. Kwame Adolfo, a man who has for so long liked women, what will make me wake up tomorrow and say, I am gay? Ask myself. Say, I didn't know my selection of promise me gay. It's not possible. Some young man who say be gay. Unless you say there is something really inside me, there's a burning desire inside me that makes me not attracted to a woman. I don't know if you understand. Say, once you are born straight, it's not possible. So because say overnight while watching Jabegi
and only
that there must be a reason why people come out and say they are gay, which you and I don't know the answer. Our mind is not deep enough to understand. Say Nyankopon bo we are say sa no ye kan obo gay anazo amoge, we don't know. Bible mu Sodom and Gomorrah. No one has any new.
No.
Gay and lesbians have been with us since the creation. It's me first fianga legislation here na bill MSS ahwe
over the same
fianga a bill ya Sam George ho puchecheche da ekosi hu minia
just this week you know say America on vice president to her pass a comment be or no what say it should be an one can say LGBT there but or advocate say we should recognize minors and the rights of people. Yet we should respect their rights.
Minors.
Yes.
Minors in Kola.
Minority groups in our council. And some of them no include LGBTQI4.
Are you saying
is it a matter of human rights and people also see say some mental disorders? Is it a human right or it has to do with health?
That's a fantastic question. I have friends, or I have a friend whose sister is gay.
Okay.
She was
lesbian.
Born. Gays and lesbians, you can use them interchangeably.
Okay.
She was born like that. Why do we say she was born like that? When you are attracted to Bemebia, all of a sudden, or see Oban or Peno, people say no. Now she wants to go and kill herself. Are we saying that we as human beings, we are entitled to judge our fellow sisters and brothers? Are we? How would you feel if your sister, your brother tells you, Kwabra, this is how I'm feeling? Are you saying we're a mental disorder and therefore what, you're going to put him in prison? Bill, no. That's what it's proposing to do. Assuming the bill becomes law today, which I know will not happen, but assuming becomes law, the bill says we put them in prison. That's what the bill says. You see, that is the junior emuno our bill.
Okay.
What's here from prison? Prison near Kwako see separate prison. Near the gate for go ana. And now prison near man eguno. A one year domoko. Now do a now, putting the cats in the pigeons. What they gave for Kwako to baby a man mother. What do you think will happen there? So oh ya didn't no that was our bill. Because what didn't go prison? And yes, separate prisons. Yeah, they gave for good year. It makes sense. And I'm quite more to us all. And I'm a no more. Me wa bill no say no more than 10 years. And you we are. Almost Saba. Now, how see separate place be? Eddie gave when you go and as of one community.
But bill
it sounds very stupid.
Bill also proposing medical attention treatment before
good. And who is that qualified medical personnel? Some of them are doctors. Some of the gay people are doctors. And to a bar, na medical treatment no konyana kovana chana anakolebu. Who is going to give them that treatment? At whose expenses? Money go to ya. Emuno adwene sha to propose such a bill. It makes no sense.
But they are receiving submissions from groups.
From but I'm saying this will not see any light of day because the practicality of it it's not possible. Who didn't call Koto prison or Hefa? And not possible. Hospital burn I didn't call for treatment. And who is going to pay for it? All these questions you don't have the answers. See that question of human rights and mental health. It's not that simple say. You can blanketly say it's human right or health because the debate is still out there. But the question is, how can you say it's health when you have no study that shows that it's health? You study you don't have any scientific evidence say a mental disorder. So the alternative then is it must be a human rights issue. Maybe they are born like that. That's how they feel. So if they are born like that, then it's their right to be who they are. Because I cannot choose to be gay.
The right to be who you want to be, and people, I'm not for business say, okay, fine. If I am on my own, I want to be a gay, or I want to be a lesbian. Me right. What about people who also want to do other things, like robbery, like murder, like any other criminal engagements? Do they also not have rights?
Are you saying somebody who decides not to marry a woman, not to go with another woman, a man not deciding to sleep with the opposite sex, that in itself is a criminality. How is it criminal?
Because it threatens the human species.
Says who? Roma fathers because they are threatening our species. They are not having children.
Is not causing harm to other people.
Why
because,
are you saying that?
Even the penetration, doctors are saying it's harmful to their health. And
I said we are so simple. You are stretching the debate. The question is it false? Say the answer is no. You can choose not to even marry. You can choose not to have sex with anybody. It's not a problem.
Okay.
So what I say?
Okay.
But the moment you meant to criminalize somebody's lifestyle, then you hit the problem element.
Okay.
Look, I have a personal experience with gay people. People who discriminated against me were not gays. They were not lesbians. They were ordinary human beings. They were discriminated against me. Those who stood with me and defended me, they were minority groups like gay people. Gay people defended me, stood by me.
Is that why you are standing by them?
It is so big. That's why I attack you now. I will not shun them. Because you don't throw your friends away because your enemy says so. You don't do that.
But you are all kind of personal.
Of course, I see views your personal. Maybe personal view, they say, you don't have the right to tell me, say, I should not be a friend of somebody who is gay. Who are you to come and tell me, say, I should not be a friend of somebody who is gay? You don't have that right. That's my personal conviction.
Okay.
I see gay people as that's their life. It doesn't concern me. So I get on with my life. So what did I make an answer?
Okay. In case your family member be say me or ba I identify with a man.
Me a gay, me a lesbian.
You over peninsula.
There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. I can't take a gun and kill him. There's nothing I can do. So I will just have to accept it. That is life.
Okay.
Who know? You can't just always sister be a say. Okay. The moment you kill, you've committed an offense.
Yeah.
So all of us have to understand. Say, let's have a sober reflection. Nyakopo no ane born na de wase money mom.
Okay.
No chabre ni do a oboyi ni de wom.
Okay.
When you are building a society, you can't allow certain people to dictate, say, sa lifestyle we pay, because then you end up getting a very dictatorial type of country.
Okay. Billy, finally, just a minute. Speaker of Parliament, why encourage committee now more handle bill? No say more. They should be intimidated. They should forward their report to the plenary. Now it will definitely be passed. And only assurance when he met religious groups just this week. But you are still saying, say, for you, dear, there's no way they are going to pass the bill. But the assurance has been so strong and so encouraging for people who are for this particular bill. Speaker Solomon Famra, they're going to pass it.
When?
as and when it comes to
this parliamentary term is nearly ended next year. Now ending. The dynamics may change. They don't even have the numbers to pass it anyway. They don't have the numbers.
I don't know
because
the numbers.
Some people will not vote for it, either in the NDC or in the MPP. So they cannot pass it. And I've got some people lined up. I'm vote to. I'm not going to say. I go vote 2 years and I said no.
By a base secret.
Why should they do it secret if you it should be open. Let us know where you stand. Then I will also say what I do. Yes.
But you are threatening them, lawyer.
Why? I'm a citizen. I can tell them what I think. I'm not threatening them with what? To go and kill them. No. But I will tell you what I know about certain individuals in parliament. They cannot pass it. Okay. Even if they will pass it, those individuals cannot vote for it.
Okay. Well, my we know finally just some few minutes. The death and what the law says about by-elections. This week, unfortunately, NIT said Kumewu MP, Honorable Philip Taabea were free. And no, what the law says when an MP dies. You know, say next year elections. Akobano say by-election number basso, and you be trained with this elections time person.
Well, a straightforward answer. Constitution is the seat becomes vacant when a person dies or resigns or crossover. And he said, where wouldn't it means the seat is vacant. It has to be a by-election for somebody to fail. In a by-election, we are straight away the seat will become filled. Now, I don't know if anyone can say what the question then happens. Does it mean say we by election we are next year be about primaries and no in by election we are the party number man automatic right to go and contest the next election. It is technically the seat is vacant. Parliament term no answer. You will the whole of this year and the whole of next year. To him, 1 year, 9 months plus. And there will be a by-election as soon as possible. Whoever wins becomes this next MP.
But since I call election next year, is it not going to be a waste of resources?
No. In a sense, here a representative. People of Kuma will need somebody who is an MP. How very representative? Is he a Papanewu? Nakupon for a crazy. Is he a woman? Obiano or representing Kumawufo. It is a Kumawufo Sakotuaba. No Muchusubi. No representative for the 1 year and 9 months Naka. Until the next election of the year, they need somebody. Nanka, if you have 2 about next month. And Nipanewudia, any Katana crown will not be enough. But we did this more than enough time. Somewhere from the 2 about. On my elective, no how for representative. Yes, we believe MP for a Sakra,
JB Dankwadi,
and another lady here.
I also West.
Also the same
Chamatin Yakon.
And about Kusu or Kikuso baby. Also, Nikunu is an Obano, a step in. And by election, is by law. The people have to be represented, like you said. But
representation, you say for some time now, as enough, they have been without representation, but they are still there. No by-election has taken place, and
I don't know. You see, the reason why no by-election has taken place is that Nipana has not court, and the Nipana didn't has not court. What the Electoral Commission also court. And the Electoral Commission, ne pedia obey by election by now. But some court not court in New Year. Electoral Commissioner doesn't have the right or the power to do the by election, and it will amount to contempt. So what I say, and not in a by election didn't take place. But this case is different. In the sense that the person are occupied woman. Death dissolves everything. As our year. They say till death do us part. That is divorce. Ubi a divorce. And divorce. From the day the person dies, you don't go and get certificate anymore. Death certificate kicks in and makes the marriage dissolved. So what does it? And you be a answer you will be a divorce certificate piano on him the organ. The moment the marriage is dissolved. The same way, the moment a parliamentarian the seat becomes vacant. And by law, electoral commission so or conducted by election.
Until when there's or conducted.
I'm saying within 30 days or something, exact period. But I likely say anyway, some conducted by election. Now, whoever emerges. This is my home. Martin said people are already lacing their boots. One person, we are separated.
Okay, episode 4. Aha na Premier Kwai ama yede dialogue media no ABC ote say yene lawyer Kwame Adofo of Holy Trinity Chambers doing come from Anas to LGBTQI+ to ye kumawu ha na ene nyina AC me gide say wo question bi so a obetimi ede ato ase wo comment bi a obetimi ade ama na at the right time no we may have to or we may respond to your questions or comments. There was here there was a sonya bre ehwe yen fast na Taabea herbal products beauty 360 I mean kan wasan kakra nchiro me so ehwa ya no fe nto aso ahun fifie ye wo santase kumase runabout no so ene ekira kwan wo santase runabout ufri kijitia na ufri g kwa oba bedu runabout no so no right side and beauty 360 wo opeso yuti opeso yuti sisi wona wo mo ready opeso ibia no beauty 360 ho emma so ye ba so ye be ma bra ibesisi ho amount e de massage so abeka ho bra ni mimmi se na be mo jam bi je fusane yi wo mu ho aho de na CPS ta ye de home service aba misro e bia na obude won mu wa ana wontimi ma uni bra o frɛ ne beba ne be ho dwuma awe bia ko yi amount asede kwa makru ni na ye KB cancer on air director sanso gina efidi achima yen mimide ni kwabena Martin Ado ebresim ye be sanso no hia e o dialogue dwumadeso